truth ain't nothing but a lie. Art and blow coming through with the truth. Keep it 100, that's the only rule. Every week, bring something you ain't know. Hot topics, that's the name of the show. Hit us with a like, follow, share, and a cash app coming to you, player. Chicken Little really fell from the sky. And half the truth ain't nothing but a lie. It's time to tell the truth. It's time to tell.
Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, Sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition to Time to Tell the Truth. Boy, we have a good show tonight. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to miss this show. It's very important. It's called Look What They Are Doing to Our Kids. Okay, look what they are doing to our kids. I know y'all heard about stuff this week going on with the school shootings.
Yeah, like you already know how we do. It's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. Add highlight. You already know how to get it out to your people. You can watch us on YouTube as well. Time to Tell the Truth podcast, all one word.
Absolutely, man. I know y'all heard about the school shooting this week, man, up in Minneapolis, where the kid killed 2 kids and it was 17 others. Man, we got some clips. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the weak people to watch. Okay, this is some sensitive information that we're gonna share with y'all today. Man, it's just terrible. I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it on this show all the time. I want to know what they're giving these kids. Tonight we're gonna find out what they've been giving them, because I knew it was a mental thing. Hey, honey, I see you. Glad you joined in today. Yeah, this is thing, man. This thing here, what we getting ready to show you, it is sad. It is so sad, Blow. It's our kids, man, the little ones. That's the ones they're giving all these psychedelic drugs to, man. You're going to find out a lot tonight. Y'all just stay tuned in. We got some clips we're going to show you. We got some clips of the shooter we're going to show you before he went and done this heinous act over there, man. It is sad you target kids and stuff like this. But those drugs I've been asking about, Blow. You know, I've been saying it, man. They would never let me look up what drugs. Now they looking into these drugs because it's a pattern developing. I've been seeing the pattern coming. Man, come on, man. I'm just doing it in a green room, man. I'm not the smartest cup of tea out here. But man, come on, if I can figure this out, where they been? I'm saying, where has everybody been? This thing is terrible, man. You know, y'all like and share the page, get your cash out, throw them up. You know how we do it. Continue to share, continue to like and share, man. This is an important show, Blow.
You already know. So I guess we will get into some of the background information about the shooter and what's going on the political side of everything.
Okay.
Because you know they like to politicize everything that's going on.
Right.
More than anything, the shooter wanted to kill children, defenseless children. The shooter was obsessed with the idea of killing children. Our most vulnerable among us, while they were at their most vulnerable at school and at church.
So this guy should never have been near any church, and these kids should be alive today. Now, in Russian Cyrillic, the shooter wrote his manifesto that he was tired of being trans. This is his words. He also regretted brainwashing himself and wanted to detransition, but was too scared because it would be, in his words, admitting defeat. Now, we've seen this time and time again. Just how dangerous is this industry, so to speak? Yesterday, a whistleblower from the Gender Center told us she felt like she was tearing apart families.
So I actually participated in medicalizing young people for almost 5 years. And what I saw was that we were harming these kids. They were not getting better. Often their mental health was getting worse. We were tearing apart families. And we also
Yeah, I want to know how many people out there really think like that, man. Listen, they running all this radical stuff by our kids. They trying to transition them, and when they don't want to do it no more, this is what happens. You see what I'm saying, bro? This is what goes on when they don't want to do it anymore. When those kids want to say, well, dog, I want to go back. You can't go back once they whack off your thing and whack off your breast. You can't put this stuff back on. And it would be admitting defeat, just like the guy said. And this woman clearly said that she was working with these, helping to transition these kids. She finally had to quit because she thought she was doing more damage than good to the kids. And as we can see, this stuff is a pattern. Y'all remember the one out in Tennessee? Went in there, killed them kids in the church. This is the same, another one, just like that. Now, I mean, man, the thing is really sick. Hey, what's up, Chef Florida Boy? We see you out there tonight. Appreciate you for joining in. This is a sensitive subject, and we got some sensitive material that we're going to show y'all. But we're going to get back to what they was just talking about, because it is something going on, like I've been telling y'all, with this thing. Is something going on with this gender, with this medicine that they're giving these kids, and they never told anybody nothing about it. And I've been asking this question for years, if y'all know that. Y'all know I've been on there asking it.
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. We having a little technical difficulty right quick.
Right.
Let me reload it. Every time we showing something on this level of stuff, all of a sudden,
something go wrong.
Yeah, here we go. Let me get it rebooted back up. There we go.
So Democrats want to get to the root of the problem. They'd rather make it about politics. They don't want to get to the root of the problem. The mayor of Minneapolis says it's the guns.
We have more guns in America than we have people. They can reel off 30 clips in conjunction with a magazine before the person even needs to reload. The reality is that these guns make their way into cities across America by the trunkload, and it's terrifying. And so, look, we need an assault weapons ban nationwide. We need to have this high-capacity magazine ban.
And guess what? He will not talk about. There's one thing. Watch.
Anybody that is going to use this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any community has lost touch with a common humanity.
All right. I know he knows that he's just avoiding that question. No one's villainizing. It's just reality. I have an idea, Mayor. Maybe we should focus on the people the shooter hated, like Catholics, Christians, Jews, and Trump, and not focus on vilifying the trans community. Got some real questions here. It's not my opinion. He wrote it. But for some reason, Democrats are avoiding it, and I don't get it. Remember Nashville, when another trans shooter went inside a Christian school and started shooting. Now, we didn't get his manifesto for about 2 years. None of this is normal. Now, President Biden's former press secretary says, you can't even ask the questions I'm asking.
You're going to start seeing narratives. You're already seeing them. They're already out there about how the shooter was trans. You're going to see narratives about how the shooter appeared to be anti-Trump and anti-Semitic and clearly was in the midst of a mental health crisis. There's no question about that.
Right. So what is wrong with saying all those things because they're facts? Is there any doubt that this person wasn't in the midst of a mental health crisis? The shooter fantasized about the Sandy Hook massacre. He put Jesus's face on a bullseye and he shot at it and wrote messages on his weapon, mocking religion, calling for the death of more Jews and saying, kill, guess what? Donald Trump. And court documents said the shooter, born a male, identified as a female, changed officially at 17. So what about these narratives are not true? Why should we not be looking at these storylines to find out why this happened? The shooter was a trans hate monger going through a serious mental health crisis. But Democrats are crying for the wrong reasons.
Sorry, this is a tough one. Having your child killed while they are sitting in a pew for a morning prayer service is not what any parent should have to worry about. And I have felt a mixture of anger and a lot of anger and emotional exhaustion about this today, as I'm sure many of you have, because we have been here so many times.
Yeah, now we getting ready to show y'all another clip since they was talking about how the shooter was mentally ill. We gonna show you the shooter himself. Okay, we gonna show you the shooter and what he was going through and what he said. This is all before the shooter went and did what he did. Okay, we got a few clips. We're gonna show you the shooter, what the guy was talking about on the news. They took the clips down, so we got to make sure, you know, we archived it, and we're gonna show y'all some of it right now.
Wow, some English writing. Wow. Hope you can read that. Yeah. Peace, love, unity, and guns. Baka, my brata. Baka. Mm. 9mm. Get fucked. This message brought to you by BlackRock and ExxonMobil. Sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon. Brandon Herrera for president. Yeah, I met Brandon Herrera at SHOT Show last year. He and I had a brief conversation, but like, we agreed on a lot of things. So y'all should vote for Brandon Herrera for president. And Vintage Warfare promotes love and peace and accepting differences. Tomorrow, I'm sorry to my family, but that's it. That's the only people I'm sorry to. Fuck those kids. Skibbity, skibbity. Shit. I regret everything. I didn't ask for life.
We got some more to show you this clip, man. That's just something. That's part of it. That's the first part of it. This guy is a psychopathic killer. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's creepy. It's sad. It's real sad. And it is creepy. Yeah, that's the killer. We got some more to show you this clip. We just trying to give you example of what's been going on and why these kids are doing what they doing. I mean, it's sad, Blow.
It's definitely sad. I mean, and then to be honest, to call a spade, you see at the end, he more tapped in with his masculine side.
Right,
He's not
right,
on there talking feminine or nothing like that. They
Right.
said he had the procedure at 17.
right,
He been changed fully from a man to a woman.
right.
But like they say, he didn't want to.
He couldn't go back.
He couldn't suffer the defeat. Couldn't take it as a defeat.
Right.
Or
What's
felt
up,
like
Cal,
people
man?
would see it as a defeat.
Right, exactly. So, you know, this thing is really troubling. And what they giving these kids, now we're going to go back to our first clip, and then we're going to get back to that clip too, because there's some more to it. We're going to go back to our first clip and show you what's causing all of this stuff. I personally believe. I've been saying it for the longest. I've been saying, what are they giving these kids? Now RFK has stepped in, okay? Now, he's starting to do what we said, you know, check into what these kids are taking, man. I mean, you know, it's pitiful. And we getting ready to watch a little bit about RFK and what he had to say.
So many times. And yet again, like clockwork, half of the politicians in our country have little more to offer than thoughts and prayers. That is all they are offering. We have seen this play out over and over again. There is a shooting, then come the thoughts and prayers, and then comes the attempt to shift the focus. This is what always happens.
What is she talking about? Can we finally get the motive? Can we find out why this person did what they did? Shift what focus? The White House wants Jen to show some respect. Listen.
I saw the comments of my predecessor, Ms. Psaki, and frankly, I think they're incredibly insensitive and disrespectful to the tens of millions of Americans of faith across this country who believe in the power of prayer.
Right. That's somebody holding themselves together. All right. She was falling apart, Jen Psaki. Now, Democrats want to talk about everything but the problem. But the problem is Democrats have been encouraging an emotional disorder. Think about it. The governor and mayor turned Minneapolis into a trans sanctuary city. His words, not mine.
Minnesota ranks the highest per capita for being a safe haven for transgender individuals in Minnesota.
Well, you wanted him, you got him. Meanwhile, he was ignoring the real problems at home. Like, for example, in 2023, when the governor got a letter from a private school saying we need more security, that's after the shooting in 2022 at the Christian school over in Tennessee. They said it was urgent. It's a critical need. That's 3 years ago. Waltz didn't do anything about it. Now, after a trans shooter kills 24 or shoots 24 and sent dozens to the hospital, now he wants to do something about it. Governor Walz today announced he's deploying more law enforcement to protect schools. Really? We still have to address the other elephant in the room, how a mentally ill individual with so-called gender dysphoria could be allowed to run wild. And this isn't just a one-off. Mentally ill kids are being operated on all over the country. Remember, Bobby Kennedy, HHS secretary, is taking the first step to address it.
At NIH, we're launching studies on the potential contribution.
Yeah, I wanted to key back in on this to show y'all. Now, all of a sudden, the HSH secretary is focusing in on medical meds. Sarah Bell, we see what you put up there. And yeah, right. We want to know why they allowed them to get there too. But when they own these medications and they transit all of these kids and they got mental illness, I mean, how many of y'all out there believe that when a kid don't know what he is or what he want to be, that it's some kind of mental issue?
Well, a lot of kids go through that stage. I mean,
Yeah.
you see it all the time. I mean, you got boys that be feminine and then they grow up to be masculine. You got women that want to identify as dressed like boys and go through the phase, or you got regular femme girls that want to date girls and then they end up with guys. So
Right.
you never, I'm saying at a young age and growing to say, okay, no, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, but the problem, I think, bro, is when they come and they finally put them on some type of drugs, and that's a problem. Y'all just heard the film before. The guy was saying this stuff is on the box that said it will make you homicidal and suicidal. Now, who's going to be taking something? Who's going to get somebody something that can be homicidal or suicidal? That's strictly on the box. And they giving these drugs to these kids. Well, if I become homicidal, y'all know what that means. I might kill up anything. If you're taking drugs, it might make you homicidal or suicidal because they usually wind up killing themselves. Okay, suicidal and homicidal. He killed himself. This guy killed himself at the end of the day, which is we're going to show you. There are a lot of meds that say that. Absolutely. So I don't want to take nothing that say that personally. If it's got homicide on it, I don't want it. I'm telling you that right now. If it's got suicidal or homicidal anywhere on the bottom, brother, I'm not taking. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I'm not taking that mess. I don't know who wants to take something like that, man. Would you take that blow? Would y'all take something like that, man? That's dumb. You're right. Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're gonna blame everyone else when you read it. Yeah, exactly. If you knew the risk.
Yeah, if you knew the risk. Yeah, you're gonna blame everybody else. No, I'm not taking that mess if it says homicidal, maybe homicidal or suicide. No, I don't want it. I'm telling you, I do not want that, period. Okay, we're gonna get back to the clip of RFK speaking.
Of some of the SSRI drugs and some of the other psychiatric drugs that might be contributing to violence. You know, many of them on there have black box warnings that warn of suicidal ideation and homicidal ideation. So we can't exclude those as a culprit, and those are the kind of studies that we're doing.
Yeah, he was on with us at Fox and Friends this morning. On the box, it says could homicidal deviation or suicide. If that's on the box, I'm probably not taking it. What about you? The shooter, Robert Westman, changed his name to Robin, was a deeply mentally ill individual. He had gender dysphoria. May not be the sole reason for opening fire on church, saying it did, but it certainly played a role. Shouldn't we find out what types of hormones or drugs he was on? And to downplay it or ignore it entirely, to me, it's kind of dangerous when the facts are staring you right in the face. And we're still trying to put the puzzle together. Now, Pamela Garfield Yeager is the author of A Practical Response to Gender Distress and joins us now. So do you think that we should not be bringing up the trans element to this shooter?
Oh, I certainly think we should be bringing that up. This is something that we know people who are trans identified have underlying mental health issues. Clearly, this man was disturbed, and we have not done any exploration. In fact, it seems the media and the people who are addressing this are completely ignoring that fact. And according to them, they're misgendering him because he changed his identity at age 17 from the name Robert to Robin. So I think that the public should know that they have been told that this is a care that's supposed to save lives, yet this is a man that has killed himself and shot at dozens of children under the care of gender affirming.
Do you know about the drugs, the psychiatric drugs that Robert Kennedy was referring to that people who want to transition go and take? Can you tell us about them?
Well, oftentimes people who are trans-identified are on some kind of psychotropic drugs. I believe what he was referring to was SSRIs, which do have that black box warning, especially for teenagers, although he was in his early 20s, but this is the time where young adults, when they take these antidepressants, they can become either homicidal or suicidal. I believe that's what he was referring to. So that we have that. And then people who usually are trans-identified are taking cross-sex hormones, which usually has a direct impact on that person's mood and mental state.
Yeah, we don't know what this person was on. The shooter was.
We don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not saying, but you'd assume you're going to go through this. And he also talked about regrets, that he wished he didn't do it. He wished he didn't brainwash himself. How unique is that regret aspect?
Well, the people who believe in the transgender people, the trans activists, they'll say that that's very rare, that that's only 1%. However, we're hearing every single day from new people that express regret. We call them detransitioners. We don't know if this man has fully let go of the ideology, but he certainly did express regret. And I believe it is very common, and we won't know about it because once they do express regret, they are ostracized from the trans community, and also they are not tracked. So
Wow, 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 wow. Man, that thing is crazy. They not tracked. If they express regret, they kicked out of the community because they don't want them in there now. I'm saying these psychotropic drugs that all of these kids are taking, man. I personally been hollering to find out the name of this stuff forever, man. You know, on top of it. Yeah, on top of mutilation. Absolutely. I'm telling you, man, this stuff is real. These kids go through this stuff and they start taking this stuff. You know, that's crazy. I feel sorry for him too because he was confused and they didn't help by getting them drugs.
Yeah.
Them drugs do not help you. If it's got that on the box, you might not want to take it.
And the thing is, and that's what we talk about on this show all the time. But that's we call it, that's pedophilia. Anytime other people intervene with young people who questioning their sexuality and they trying to sway them or trying, just like the lady said, she feel bad now because there's people like her in place. When people say, "Oh, I think I want to be a girl," they pushing them and giving them, you know, motivation to go have these surgeries and stuff like that, and then they regret it later on, and then they feel bad.
Yeah, because there's big money in it. The reason that these doctors and stuff push it, it's big money to get these transitions going and stuff like that.
Being a white man is as much of a contributing factor as being transsexual, if not more.
I don't know, but we getting ready to show you another clip.
Well, we already know them jokers don't mind dying.
Yeah, exactly. They don't mind dying at all. But we're gonna show you another clip of the shooter and the things that he was doing. Okay, so y'all can get a real good look at what goes on in the mind of a psychopath. I call him a psychopath because something was wrong, and this was clearly wrong, and it's tragical.
Yeah, something definitely was wrong with him. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something.
Yeah, watch my 9mm go bang. I'm the woker, baby. Why so curious? Where's your fucking god now? Shit. Skibbity Riz. Scum gang. The big boy. Fucking rip and tear. That's the big one. Don't forget to live, laugh, and love. And this one's for me, in case I need it. Some smoke, extra thick. Eat shit, motherfucker. Ah, koszmar.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there for a second. We got some more to show you about this killer. This is you getting right inside the mind of a killer. Yeah, that's enough for a small army. These men got all this artillery. He got for the children wrote on a clip. How sad is that, Blo? He says, "Where's your God now?" Man, he got Donald Trump. This is the big one over here. Killed Donald Trump on the back of one of them. Man, it's crazy.
He had some expensive weapons. Then you have all these mental health issues. Exactly.
Yeah, how did he get all
How
that
did he get all
with the
that?
mental health issues? Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. And they had to know. They always take the coward way out. Yeah, that 38 he said he had for himself right there. I think that's what he killed himself with. I'm not sure. Yeah, he delusional. Yeah, absolutely. This was a especially sick individual. Absolutely. He was sick, real sick. Yeah, man, the thing is crazy. I'm telling you, man, we watching, that's the mind of a psychopath. This is before he went and done all of what he did, man. I'm telling you, the thing is crazy. And I personally believe, this is my belief, that all those drugs that he was taking and those SSRPs that RFK and them was talking about and that lady was talking about contribute heavily. If you got something on the black box, man, that say homicidal or suicidal or both, come on, man, stop taking that stuff.
And not along with some of the hormone drugs.
Yeah, and the hormone drugs. All of that stuff. They don't know what the guy was taking. The news people said it. I don't know what he was taking, but I've been questioning this thing for the longest.
I mean, and to go as far to have all these surgeries to change your sex and all this stuff, I mean, that's some kind of mental illness in itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He wasn't born that way, so you going above and beyond to be something else.
Well, I mean,
it's got to be mental issue.
It's got to be. I mean, everybody knows, male and female, and everybody knows that you cannot reproduce without it being a male or a female. That's fact. Everybody can know that. You got this part for a reason, and this part does this. Even if you're born with a part that you don't like, you know what that part will do. It helps procreate. Okay, even if you got stuff that you don't want no breasts and all of that, you that's still part of procreation to feed a little one with. You know, so I mean, that's a problem in and of itself. That's just one problem out of many that this guy had, man, and nobody addressed the issue. I seen what Sarah Bell put up there. Why they let this man walk around like that and nobody addressed it. They knew this man was like that. You giving him all these drugs. The man couldn't have been in his right mind running around doing stuff like that. Man, come on. It's sad. It's really sad. Now he's sitting in there just contemplating, writing all this crazy stuff down, man.
With big artillery.
Yeah, all these weapons, man. If he could have got off what he wanted to get off, it would have been a problem.
If he'd have went up in there.
Yeah, he didn't even go in. As a matter of fact, they say he stood outside and shot through the window. That's how he killed 2 of those kids and wounded 17 of them. You know, it was a fact that God was looking over them because, man, it could have been a bunch of more kids with all that. And then you got the governor of Illinois, I guess he was the governor, or he was talking about it's the guns' fault.
Yeah, Minnesota.
He was talking about it was the guns' fault.
Mm-hmm.
How is it the gun's fault when the gun just laying there and ain't doing nothing? You got somebody picking that gun up, using the gun.
Yeah, and then he said, oh, don't let them try to trick you to make it think this is about him being trans or mentally ill. Everything that it had something to do with it.
It's crazy. We're going to get back to showing you some more of this clip because we want you to see the mind, see inside this guy's head and what's going on.
Yeah, watch my 9mm go bang. And this one's for me in case I need it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Got my new headphones so I can hear them scream. Nice. Here's my belt. Yeah. Stupid, worthless, useless bitch. You gonna be good shit, man. Plug. Oh yeah, check. I got my shirt. Skajou. Better than the best. I got my Minnesota patch. In the fucking FSB. Maybe I look like a cop and I won't get rushed or something. I don't know. But shit, let's fucking do this before things already kicks in. Yep. Oh. Oh yeah. Check this out.
The mind of a psychopath. I mean, what we gonna do, man? What we gonna do about these kids? We gonna stop trying to trans all the kids to death, man? Yeah, when will we learn? I'm like Sarah Bear. When will we learn, man? No.
Who let them know? Who sold them out? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They all need to be charged.
They need to be charged. Yeah, because you know clearly the man was mental somewhere.
I want to know how you can afford all this stuff.
Yeah. Sounds like the Joker. Yeah. The man was crazy. I want to know how he can afford all these expensive weapons and stuff. The dude, dog, he wasn't but what, 23? 22 years old? And as expensive as those treatments are, man, somebody's been footing the bill. He ain't had that kind of money. His mom went down and changed his name. We do know that. His mom went down and had his name changed from Robert to Robin. Okay. After I guess he got the work done on him. I mean, you know, this is really pitiful. This is really a shame, man, that we have to go through this with our kids. And I just pray that ain't none of y'all kids going through this type of thing, man, and that you don't let them put them on them drugs and stuff like that, man. You start putting them on them drugs and stuff so they'll lose their way. I mean, really, you can get addicted to them drugs you're gonna need, them hormones, the drugs that they messing with your hormones and stuff like that, man. And these kids just get twisted up and tangled up and don't know what to do, and they wind up doing this. The same one over in Tennessee, they had a trans girl, I think, trans to a boy, went in there, shot them kids all up. Now you tell me that you don't think that this stuff has nothing to do with nothing, something they taken? Are you serious?
I thought the government helped with their transition. Well, they allow it, they make it okay.
Yeah, they makes it okay. They make it okay to transition. They don't really help them, but they allow these people to do it. That's the problem. And you got people fighting for this, just like that governor. They fight, oh, this is the trans city. We making this a safe haven for trans, making it sound like it's something that's really good and great.
You got social workers and counselors and stuff that's taking these kids up under their arms and motivating them to do this stuff.
You got classroom teachers that's been motivated to take them and not even, y'all heard the stories of how in California, the teachers is taking the kids and putting them in classes and transitioning them behind the mama's back. They don't even know nothing about it. I mean, it's ridiculous. And they pass laws to do that. You got to start watching who you vote for, man. You got to start watching the ideology of these people, man, that you put in charge. People like Tim Walz, them people up in that state, man, it's terrible.
Yeah, because some of y'all just robots. Y'all just watch the news and repeat everything y'all hear.
Thank you.
That's all y'all do. Y'all, and then you do like they do. They say what they want to say, but they put what they want to put up under the rug.
Absolutely.
And then y'all sit up there and try to argue with me and Art about it.
Yeah.
I had somebody tell me today, oh, well, what you think about your Trump? Your President Trump. Only thing he worried about is getting a new Air Force One with my taxpayer money. I said, well, you the same one down there ain't mad because they're giving all your tax money to the illegals.
Right.
You don't want them to kick them out the country, but you worried about the man who got the right to get an airplane if he want an airplane, getting one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't get that.
I don't either.
You worried about your taxpayer money going for the vehicle for the president to fly around, but you ain't worried about somebody that snuck in over here getting everything for free, and you fighting for them to not get kicked out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. I believe it's some funding for it too. I believe it's some funding. Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, that's what it's really reminding you of, Sodom and Gomorrah. Because, man, these people that's pushing this stuff, I don't even see how you can ride with them. I'm going to be honest with you. You can go down there and push a D for Democrat, and these people is doing this to your very kids. And you're okay with this, man.
They're not a God. They're not a God.
Nothing about that is of God.
No, man. They want God out of the Pledge of Allegiance. That they don't want you to believe. They want to get rid of the natural way things are supposed to be.
Yeah.
They don't want the man with the woman and the kids. They don't want the father, the husband, the wife, and the kids.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
Nah.
They want the girlfriend, and the kids.
Right.
Or the boyfriend, and the kids. The adopted kids.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Because they ain't making none.
Yeah.
And this is not about bashing or nothing. This is just the truth.
Yeah.
We know that God created man and woman to procreate.
Yeah, absolutely. And told them to be fruitful and multiply. So that's what it is. Come on.
And what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That's your business, but you can't make it right.
No, you can't make that right, man. And I'm telling you, stop putting these people in place with these ideological ideas in their head and in their brains, man. I don't understand it.
Sexy summer camp and
yeah,
2-year-olds masturbating. And
we've been showing you this stuff.
All this talking to kids. Oh, do you really non-binary?
Yeah, and I had people come up to me talking about, well, Mac, how can you be a Republican? It ain't about Republican, bro. It's about values, morals. It's about the truth. It's about policies. Who got some policies, man? That ain't no policy. Trans and kids is not a policy to me. Okay?
No, it's pedophilia.
That's what that is to me.
Ain't no adult that's not a parent got any business talking to a kid about sexuality.
Exactly. A small child. They shouldn't even be addressing that matter.
No, because when you asking a boy, do he feel like a girl, you talking about his private parts.
Absolutely. And that's what
else
it is.
make him a boy.
Yeah.
What else make a girl a girl? If somebody call me and tell me, oh, well, I'm starting to see signs that your little girl might want to be a boy. What do you mean?
Yeah, where the sign at? I'm just saying the sign ain't in her being a girl. That's a fact.
Exactly. And who's having this conversation with her and why?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We see.
Rather shove the
rainbow.
Yeah, down our throats. Absolutely, they'd rather shove that down your throat. And it's the people that's running this government, this country, your state. Your state is the thing that's happening. You got these people in places in these states that's doing all of this stuff, man. These people want to bring it. I don't get it. People just sat by and let them do that. Y'all remember the kids that had the trans up there shaking their booties over the 2 years old crawling around the floor. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, really? Who does that?
Whole lot of male strippers.
Yeah, male strippers up there. I mean, with 2 years old, babies crawling around on the floor. And they up there got everything their mama born them with hanging out around some babies. You can't make this stuff up, man.
That's the reason. Okay. What about the girl on the bus? He said it was being controlled. I think y'all talked about that a few weeks ago. Yeah, the mental health, yeah.
Oh yeah,
the MK stuff.
The MK Ultra. Yeah, it was a guy. If y'all didn't hear about it, wasn't that in Charlotte? Yeah, that was in Charlotte. The guy got on. It was a homeless guy. He got on the transit and stabbed a girl and said he was being controlled by something.
Oh yeah. This was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that happened right in Charlotte. I'm just saying. I've been telling you about they can control you. Didn't we show y'all the tattoo that's got all this stuff in it?
And I already told you they just
and the pill.
They just put the building down there. We just delivered to the building.
Yeah.
In Concord, Eli Lilly.
Right, absolutely. We showed y'all that this company, man, they got a tattoo that looks just like your skin, but it's got receptacles on it and everything. If y'all wasn't here for that episode, you ought to go back and watch it.
Oh yeah, they can.
Yeah, they got a pill they can take. They can blow it. They can turn you off. Yep. They can literally turn you off or turn you on. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what all the drugs are for.
That's what those drugs are for, man. They get you to taking this stuff and they can trick you into taking something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this and I really mean this from my heart. I really feel sorry for everybody that took that doggone that vax. You know what I'm saying? That COVID vaccine, because them people knew it wasn't nothing. They knew it wasn't no good. We screamed from the top of our lungs. Now it's done come out. I know you're scared. Okay, you got every right to be, because you don't know what these clowns put in your body and what it's gonna do to you. Yeah, over something at the time. Absolutely. And they knew it. That's what pisses me off the more. And what really pisses me off is, okay, you still go back and put these people in charge. I don't get that part.
He still got his arm hurting.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just telling you. And you still go back. And you still put these people in charge. And you still don't pass the message down. And you still don't tell the people what you see and know. There had to be a full uprising behind that mess they did, man. And they knew it. Fauci knew it. All them people knew it. Biden knew it. He sat up there telling y'all, pushing this mess. Anybody pushing that mess, you need not be trying to listen to them. Even the doctors was pushing this mess. I get it. I know how easy it is to fall into it, because you got the doctors telling you to do it. They getting paid. You don't know they getting paid to push it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about. When it comes to money, all your stuff goes out the window when it comes to morals and values and stuff like that. All that stuff go out the window. Yeah. I had a doctor tell me, well, me and my family took it. I said, well, that's good. That's good for you and your family. Well, why you ain't gonna do what your doctor tell you? I say no. I said, because I done my homework. I ain't doing what you tell me about that. I don't want it. Oh, well, he got mad at me because he didn't get to get an incentive off of me. He thought just because I was black, I'm supposed to just listen to what he was saying because he got on a white coat. I showed him something. Yeah.
I said my prayer on the show. I prayed on the show in front of everybody. I said my prayer.
Yeah.
I was rolling with God on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's a fact. Yeah, the doctor got mad at me because he didn't get to get a incentive of me. Yeah. Kind of hate I took it. Yeah, shake 'em. Yeah, it's a lot of people hate they took that because they don't know what they took. Now it's coming out, causing all kind of problems and blood clots and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, especially if you're real active.
Yeah.
Athletes really having problems with it.
Yeah, they having big time problems.
They ain't even said nothing about LBJ son.
Yeah.
Well, we know what happened to him.
Yeah, absolutely. They ain't said nothing else about it. Yeah.
And I feel like they knew they had some kind of way to reverse that thing, to be honest with you.
Well,
I think they keeping that away from the people too.
Yeah, they
definitely ain't had no more issues since.
Yeah, he ain't had no issues with it, but I mean, you know, they probably adjusted something on him. But that's crazy. Go to physician. Need to do mental as well. Yeah, I mean, come on. Somebody had to be bringing the mental to bringing the mental out, because you know, as simple as I do, blow. You can tell when somebody throws, but just by talking to them. Just tell them, you ain't no doctor, blow. I ain't no doctor.
I got one better. I got one better. You don't even have to say nothing to them. There's no need for communication.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just look at the movement, how they move. You know something is off about them. Man, come on, we ain't no doctor.
Yeah, me and my mom was like halfway down the block today, riding down the street. She said that joker crazy.
Yeah.
And sure enough, half a block going up the road, that joker was crazy.
Yeah, you can see him from a half a block away. Come, you don't have to even say a word. Nope. Come on, man. And you don't have to be, I ain't no doctor. I can't diagnose about nobody as being crazy, but I can sure have my good ideas about it. Yeah. Just like I've been had my ideas about these drugs, just like I done had ideas about a lot of stuff, about the shots, and about a lot of other stuff. And everybody can tell you. Me and Blow sit here, we've been telling you about a lot of things that ain't been right and that we had ideas about. We've been had to sit and fight people almost weekly on this show that's disagreeing with us. And most of the time we right. If we wrong, we're going to come out and tell you we was wrong about it. But I'll just prove me wrong. And I'll say, okay, you're right about that. That's all. But we go back and we do our research. We look at this stuff during the week. We call each other up. We talk to each other about it. We do all of this stuff during the week.
Yeah, I need somebody to put up how much regular gas is right now.
Yeah.
I got something for $2.74 today.
Yeah.
I got something for $2.74, and you know it was $4.09, $4.19.
Yeah.
Probably about 6 months into the last administration.
Right.
It was $4.09, $4.19.
Yeah.
They said the president ain't got nothing to do with gas.
Yeah. Now they do.
That's the whole thing y'all kept saying, right?
Right.
That's what y'all was saying when I was like, why is gas $4.19? Y'all said the president ain't got nothing to do with the gas.
Right. I mean, you know,
and this the president is for you. How can we be who we are as black people going to vote for somebody that's supposed to have our best interests at heart, but then we voting for the person, the racist bigot, and gas cheap? I told you can't look out for the white man without me and you getting involved.
Right, absolutely. I'm just saying. Yeah, his family knew it. His family knew they had to know the boy was sick.
Yeah, 349. We know that thing was super high.
Yeah, that was about $5.
They come on now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Listen, his family knew it. He knew this. They knew this boy wasn't right. Period. And so you just gonna let him go get all these guns. Yeah. You know, and if he taking that drug, we don't know what drug he was taking, but if he's taking that, what is it, SSR, the SSR drug, that's clearly got it on the black box that is maybe homicidal and suicidal. You taking something like that and they allow you to have all them guns? Are you serious? Yeah, man, come on, man. Are you really serious?
93, 349.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name had that beat? Regular gas had that beat.
Yeah.
Back during the last administration.
Yeah.
Because of 87.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just telling you, man, we got to start helping our kids, man. We got to start looking out for our kids. Don't let these kids fall into the hands of these psychopaths. Right now, you got a mayor up in Chicago saying we don't need no help. We don't need no help up here. You just had 4 murdered over the weekend. You had 4 murdered and 27 shot. But you don't need no help. Trump went up into D.C. and cleaned it up. It ain't been a murder. It was like in 14 days or something like that, however long they had been there. It wasn't not one single murder. Don't you know that somebody's life was saved during that time, especially when they have a murder every other day, and now you go 14 straight days without one murder, somebody's life was saved? Whose ever family that life was saved, they have to be respectful of that. Now you go up to Chicago and you got this jigaboo, Brandon Johnson, up there talking about we don't need no help. I just rather the people keep dying. That's what he's saying to me. If you tell me you don't need no help and you have a homicide every day, 2 or 3, and you have at least 4 on the weekend and 27 shot, and you don't need no help, man, we got a problem with them people, and y'all put them people in charge. But I'm gonna say this about the people up in Chicago. Y'all go out there and voted for this clown when y'all knew y'all had a better choice, just because the man had a D by his name. You know, I don't wish nothing bad on you, but you got to start making some better decisions out there as who you put in charge. You had Lori Lightfoot before you had this clown, and she was just as bad, if not worse. Now the man in Chicago opened up the door to every illegal he could find and took money out of your pocket. Now y'all running around up there looking crazy. Man, come on, man. Stop going down there doing that, man. No, stop putting these clowns in charge. Start doing a little bit of homework, you know, and start listening to policies and not these clowns running around saying nothing.
Yep, and listening to the people that look like they for you.
Yeah, and no, they're not.
No, they're not for you because they don't keep it 100 with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they hypocritical. They'll be saying, oh, if you don't get the thing in your arm by Monday, you lose your job. And then they'll be like, oh, they ain't letting you, that's your body. You can do what you want to do with your body.
Yeah.
In the same breath.
Yeah.
I ain't never in my life seen that like it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, if you don't get the shot in your arm, you fired by Monday. Then in the same breath, they'll say, oh, but they can't tell you what to do with your body.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That don't make no sense. You can't be both sides. You got to be one or the other.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like somebody doing like this.
Yeah.
Talking to you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, my body, my choice, and then you ain't got a choice. Come on, man.
That don't make no sense.
It don't make sense either. So you should have knew something was wrong. You got to start looking at the red flag.
Y'all went down there and voted for Smokey and Debo Chicken Coop.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's a whole lot crazy.
Yeah. especially when they're spewing garbage up out of their mouth.
Man, out their mouth.
Well, this is a sanctuary city. We're gonna take care of everybody. Yeah, you ain't taking care of the people that's already in your city. How you gonna be a sanctuary and you ain't took care of the people that's at home? Boy, y'all have to stop playing, man. Really, y'all need to stop. You know, you need to stop it and start doing your homework. We got to save these kids out here, man. We got to save them from all these crazy drugs that they give them. Yeah, you know, really, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, you're right, James. Banana in the tailpipe. Boy, we keep falling for that same trick over and over. How many times we got to fall for banana in the tailpipe? Come on, man. They put it in the tailpipe. That's where it's at.
Yep. And then you sit up there and you listen to everybody like we keep telling you. Keep listening to Charlamagne and Whoopi Goldberg and D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey. All these people tell you, oh, America is not for black people.
Yeah.
We still living back in slavery times. It just looked different now and all this stuff. And then they go get right in their Bentley and drive to the nicest house in the nicest neighborhood and they mansion and tell you that you can't get it.
Yeah. Don't forget Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey. Okay, don't forget them. They the same too. Steve Harvey, all of these people, man.
Charlamagne got right on that interview about 3 weeks ago and said Trump ain't did nothing right in 6 months, like his gas ain't cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you got to keep it 100.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you go tell me that the president ain't got nothing to do with gas. Well, then gas should always be low then. How come it's always low when Trump in office?
Exactly. So it got something to do with it. Something happened. But you get these people,
either it's got something to do with him or he making the right decision.
Yeah. You start listening to the wrong people, man. That Barack coming out here again talking about the democracy. Ain't nobody wanting to hear nothing you saying, Barack. I'm gonna tell you that now. You, Oprah Winfrey, and none of the rest of you running around here and never done nothing. How can a man serve 8 years in office and not do one thing for the black man? You did something for the trans. You did something for everybody else. You even bailed the bankers out and left people out without their home. You had Gaddafi killed. He was killed on your watch. Yeah. Saddam Hussein, and you still looking for the weapons of mass destruction today. You killed him and his family. And they still looking for the same weapons of mass destruction right now. Yeah. And you can't make this stuff up, man. Come on, man.
They need to find something else to do because I don't think they're there.
Yeah. Come on, man. They ain't there. They ain't never been there. And they ain't gonna be there.
They showed the buildings they was in. It's taking them a long time to go inside the building.
Yeah. Come on, man. Listening to this garbage and the trash that y'all spit out. Matter of fact, I'm waiting to see Barack or Hillary Clinton and the rest of them, Comey, all of them go to jail. Okay? That's where they need to be, locked up. For the stuff that they did, man, is incredible. That stuff is going to be coming out real soon. And they ought to be locked up in prison. Yeah, shoot. Oh, blow, we out of time. We want to thank everybody for joining in today, man. It's been a good show. Y'all keep showing up every week. We appreciate every one of you, man. I'm talking about every one of you to come in. And you're right. We need to stay in prayer for each other, stay in prayer for these kids, man. It's really sad about these kids and what they've been putting in these kids and all the medicines they've been giving to these kids, man. They give them, from what I understand, they give the kids a hepatitis B shot about as soon as they're born. And they don't need no hepatitis B shot. So the big pharma is just giving these kids all these shots to get money. Don't you know, if I had something that every kid had to have, I'd be rich. I don't care what it is. If you say that every kid had to have a cup that I made, every kid, and he got to have that cup, I'd get rich. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting crazier and crazier every time we turn around.
But it's getting more advanced. I don't understand how every day technology getting smarter and man is getting stupid.
Technology make him stupid.
No, but it should make us smarter because you got all the information.
Yeah, but you get evil people with it in their hands. It could be a good thing, but you get the wrong people using it. That's the whole problem. Right. And we keep putting the wrong people in the wrong places. And they trick you.
We got to be more self-conscious.
Yeah, it's back to the banana in the tailpipe. They can trick you and just turn things around just like that. I mean, just trick you. Make you think, Flo, we've been knowing each other a long time. Yeah. They can have me doubting you. Oh, Flo, tell me. Ah, man, I didn't do it. I'm saying here, Flo, they said you did it. Flo, look here, they said you did this. Ah, man, I did not do it, man. I'm thinking, Flo.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're making me believe that this man, and I've been knowing the man my whole life. Yeah. They can do that with your brother, your sister.
Donald Trump. Everybody was rapping about the man in the 90s. The man was with everybody. Oprah told him, Donald, I admire you so much.
Yeah.
I would love to be your vice president.
Yeah, Oprah said that.
And now he the most biggest racist it is.
Now, how you go from that to this? See, and your minds can't even comprehend it. Most people, and I'm gonna tell you, black people, your mind still can't comprehend it. That's how far they took you in the gutter. Now, I'm telling you, that's how far they took you down in the gutter. That's a shame. You know what I'm saying? That is a shame. They took your mind that far in the gutter that you can't even think your way back out of it. Dog, all you had to do is say, well, dog, the man was good back then and everybody loved him, and the man wasn't a racist. He was hanging out with Jesse Jackson. He was hanging out with Al Sharpton. He was hanging out with all these people, Snoop Dogg, all these people, all the rappers.
We could fast forward 10, 15 years after that, when the man was hosting The Apprentice, wasn't none of this stuff on the news.
Nothing on the news. But now all of a sudden the man racist because he went to the Republican Party. Start thinking and using your brain. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Man, don't let these people just sway you. They'll have you doubting your own mama, daddy, brother, sister. They'll have you doubting them. Oh, yeah, you did do it. You did. That's the way they do. That's how they operate. Man, come on, man. You got to start thinking. I pray that everybody start thinking, open their eyes, man. And when somebody say something, or when you hear something on CNN, Fox News, any of them news, go to another independent source. Somebody who don't have nothing to gain.
Somebody told me today, they said, oh, I saw a story, and it was a whole bunch of old elderly white people, and they was all in a group saying how much they hate Donald Trump. Why do you think that's so? I said, maybe because he off script.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe because he off the script. Maybe the way that things been going in the gameplay that they put to maybe keep us down. Maybe he ain't on the script.
Exactly. You have to start thinking. Well, he asked you, why is that? Why don't we go do some homework and figure it out? That's all you got to do. That's all it takes.
Seems like you ain't with the program.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. Doggone. Somebody who's trying to get stuff lower, trying to go in there and stop crime, stop killings and stuff like that. But see, that don't make sense. Them people getting on there saying, we don't need you in our city, and you just had 4 die. Hey, y'all better make that make sense. Now, them people in Chicago and up out in LA, out in California, y'all need to wake up, because both ends of the spectrum, something wrong with y'all. And New York, something wrong with you. Yeah, you keep letting these people gaslight you, keep falling in the same old traps over and over. These people ain't no earthly good, man. Come on, just look at the policies. Boy, we got to get out here. We went over our time. It's one thing for certain.
2 things for sure.
We're going to tell the truth, and the truth hurts. Y'all make sure to share these videos, okay? Thank you.